Welcome back. I'm going to be starting a new series on basic engine repair and know-how, and today we'll be looking at the fuel system on a small engine. So I hope you'll stick around, and let's get at it. Alright, today we're going to be looking at this Troy-Bilt lawnmower here. It's got a Briggs & Stratton engine on it, and this is going to be our model today. So we're going to look at the fuel system, and the first thing you're going to want to do when you're looking at a small engine, or if you're going to repair it or whatever, is you need to take the cover off, because on most lawnmowers you're going to have a cover. So grab a screwdriver. I'm going to be using a DeWalt impact driver here. Removing the screw real quick. Just like that. And then this comes out, and I've already detached the pull cord just for the video. And then we've got another case that contains the pull cord assembly, and you're going to need to take that off as well. So we'll remove this as well. And then this lifts right off, and this contains the pull cord assembly. That's how you'll start your engine. Right, and so once you get the cover off, we're ready to go ahead and dive in to the engine. And so I'll give you a look at the fuel system and how that works on a small engine. Alright, so once these covers are removed, the fuel system is going to be on the side with the gas tank. And so we'll just start with the gas tank. So obviously you'll fill up the gas tank. You've got a cap here. Fill the gas inside. This fills up, and then there's what's called a fuel line, which is normally basically basically a rubber hose that is attached to the bottom of the fuel tank, and then the gas flows down through that fuel line and into what's called the carburetor. Now the carburetor is what mixes all the fuel and air together, so you need both of those to run an engine. So what the carburetor does is it mixes the right amount of air with the fuel so that you can have combustion in your engine. Now you have this, which is an air filter, and as you can see, it's quite dirty. Without this, your engine will not run very long before getting clogged. As you can see here, there is some dandelion seeds on there, some dandelion fuzz, and this protects the carburetor from getting clogged up with all sorts of dust and debris. And they're replaceable, so once they're ruined, or if they're full or whatever, you can just replace it. No worries there. They're pretty cheap. And then you have the carburetor on the other side of this plate here, and I'll go ahead and remove this plate to give you a better look at the carburetor. Alright, and so here's what the carburetor looks like. So I've removed that plate that was covering it, and that is just the base, and that holds on the air filter. It slides onto there. But to get at the carburetor, you need to remove this. That was in front, just took a couple bolts. And then you have the carburetor here. And this is one of Briggs & Stratton's plastic carburetors. I'll show a picture of what yours will probably look like. Most lawnmowers will have a normal carburetor made out of metals like aluminum and such, but this one is a plastic one. And as you can see on here, there are moving parts on the top, and what that does is it opens a valve right here which lets in air, which mixes it with the fuel, which comes from the fuel line. I'll show you a picture of the fuel line, and that fuel line takes the fuel to the carburetor, and then this, which is called a butterfly valve. This butterfly valve opens and closes the right amount to let air in. Depending on how much it needs, it just opens up that much of the butterfly valve. so depending on the demands of the engine. And then you have another one here in the back, and that is also in takes effect of this butterfly valve, but it also opens another butterfly valve inside that you cannot see, and that regulates the gas flow. So the carburetor just kind of mixes everything up just right and then throws it in, and 95% of the time this is what is wrong with your lawnmower. If it will not start, or if it dies, or if it's not running right, this is the culprit. Now, not that there couldn't be any other issues. There are definitely possible issues that could happen other than the carburetor, but this is what is usually wrong with it, because they are very easy to get clogged. So this carburetor can just pull right off. Others may need to get unbolted, but this is pretty much all there is to the fuel system on a lawnmower. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. Stick around for the next video. Part 2 will be all about the electrical system on a small engine. I'll put a link at the end of this video when that video is out. You can click that and it'll take you right to Part 2, the electrical system on a small engine. So I'll see you there.